I'm down here at my bee yard. Petra is excited here, but I'm not, because we had to winterize the bees and feed them. I had 9 hives, I'm down to 2. They just kind of died. Bees are gone. I have no idea why. My theory is it's been a really dry year. They probably are getting water from the river and the creek with way too much insecticide. So if you're watching this, just appreciate what the bees do. It's scary to think how easily these things are lost. A third of our food supply in the world is pollinated from honeybees. One bee spends its entire life to make 1 teaspoon of honey. So they're a fragile little creature, but I have 2 hives left. The rest of them are dead. You can see I kind of even moved them from their blocks that they usually sit on. But I made a video last night about honey harvest this year. Thought I'd just add in that it's a little unfortunate that I lost my hives here this year, but I hope you enjoy the video. I'll have to buy more bees next spring to keep this going. And just remember, take care of everything. Take care of our water supply. Super important. Bees' lives matter on it. So I tried to get all the honey harvested last week, but when I got into these hives and I put the skateboards on and went to do it, most of the supers had uncapped honey still in it. So until the honey is capped with a wax cap, it still has too much moisture in it, and if you harvest uncapped honey, it'll ferment because there's too much water. So hopefully I've given it about a week and a half and the bees have finished their job. You can harvest uncapped honey, about 20% uncapped, but most of it needs to be capped. There's other ways to check it. You can check for moisture content, but the best way is if it's capped. So hopefully I can harvest the rest of these supers here and start extracting the honey. It's a beautiful morning and I'm in this box. You can see this is the box below where I had the skateboard. Most of the bees are there. This is one that I'm cleaning out. There's not many bees in here. Majority of this frame is capped, and so I could just blow these bees off in front of the hive, brush them off, but I'm trying to get most of the bees back in the hive where they belong, as I try to keep the population of bees up, and I think every bee matters. So what I do, take this frame, bees are busy, they're working. I just try to get the bees off, they're off that side, and I stick it in this other box, and then I can take it to my extraction shed. This is how the skateboard should work. Bees in here, not many bees in here, so I'm going to take these frames and just shake off the extra bees up here and move this honey on, and then the bees will just kind of survive off these bottom 2 deep boxes for the rest of the fall and winter, and I'll feed them and hopefully I'll have a healthy hive in the spring. This hive is looking good. Time to process honey. Last year Jesse was here too. This is our new contraption. Last year it was kind of a little chaotic doing the harvest. You can see our video from last year, but I built this thing here this year. So what we do is we set this up here. This is a capped frame of honey. We set it in here, a little staging step. We got 2 pretty girls uncapping the honey here. So you need to cut that off so the honey can drain out. They put the next frames here. We built this, putting the extra wax here over some cheesecloth so more honey can drain out. The Carrie's just kind of mangling the hives more. That's all right. She's getting it so that more honey comes out. Niall takes these frames and puts it here in the extractor and spins it. We got a honey gate down here at the end of this line with a filter and then another filter inside the bucket. And so we're filling up buckets with honey. Over at this end, I was able to get this from the junkyard. This little jack, so we can change the angle of this thing so we can drain more honey to that end as it kind of goes through the process. So this is all recycled stainless steel, and it's going pretty good for a little hobby farm, honey farm. Yay.
Maybe it's too sugar.
I think they get the runs.
Because there's cutting it.
Oh boy, you screwed it up bad. We got the hives here, or the supers here. You take them out, you put them in here.
Now I can try.
Uncap the honey here. Uncap frames go here. Lucy's finishing uncapping here.
Yes, it has to be flooding.
Amy's doing the extractor here. Putting the honey into the side.
I can get off what you can't get off.
There's a hose out there.
So that thing doesn't fit, right? Like perfectly on top of the thing.
I want to spray.
They should have put the drain at the bottom.
The setup I built helped this process go a lot smoother this year. Last year we extracted the honey without really a good setup, and it was a little chaotic. I was happy to have my sister Carrie, her husband Matt, and my niece Jessie come and help. It certainly made the process a lot more fun. It really was a group effort. We extracted total about 300 pounds of honey, which was equivalent to 5-gallon bucketfuls of honey. Next year we hope to get more. Now we're really cooking with oil. Now we got a process going here. Honey comes in here. Let's put the frames here. We got Jessie and Emmy uncapping the honey here with their knives. Aunt Carrie is cleaning them up, getting the rest of the caps off with the scraper. We got Niall, the extraction man here, fixing the handle. The honey comes out of here, the extractor. I got another honey gate here. Comes down here, gets filtered through the strainer, and then there's like a cheesecloth in there that gets it even all the other wax out. We're gonna fill up those buckets. We're losing some honey on the ground, but that's all right. So we're making progress. We got Niall, the extraction man here, fixing the handle.
This one was like a jackpot one. Holy smokes. Holy guacamole, Carrie.
The honey that we get really is some of the best honey that you'll ever taste in your life. We were able to sell most of the honey and kept quite a bit back for us. The other honey we keep aside and give it as gifts for Christmas and just from friends. It really is a fun process, and we really enjoy doing this. We probably only need to sell about 1,000 pounds more of honey to justify the cost that we have in our beehives. Well, we got about 9 full supers with the honey extracted, and now I just put them back out in my bee yard, and they're got some honey. You know, we can't get all the honey off, you know, but the frames are, you know, uncapped. Most of the honey's out of there, probably a little bit left. The bees are already starting to find them, so we got 4 hives there and my other 5 hives right there. And it's in the evening right now. Tomorrow it's supposed to be really nice, no rain. The bees will be all over these, have them clean, and then when it gets dark tomorrow, the bees will be gone and I can put them away for the winter. I'm picking up these hives that I sent out here, the supers, I guess, that I sent out here to get cleaned up. There's not a bee on them. The grasshoppers are here, but they are clear of honey. The bees have just cleaned all the sticky residue off, and now I can store them over the winter and use them again next year. Even this cheesecloth, the bees just completely cleaned off, and then all my tools and stuff down here I left in this bowl, and they cleaned them off. So we got an upgrade here of our extractor, didn't we, Noel?
Yeah.
So this is a 20 frame extractor. It makes life so much easier. So Noel's going to show you how it works. You're going to flip the switch, and it spins. And in about 30 seconds to a minute, these 20 frames, all the honey is going to be spun off this, run down, and then we can fill up another bucket. Fill a bottle.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
If you stuck around for this long, here's a little bonus material. I've always thought our honey is really clear and perfect. This bottle on the left is from the store, the one in the middle is from 2021, our honey, and the one on the right is from 2022. Hope you enjoyed the video.